Let's play Spot the Difference. These are two very different machines. This is the ResMed AirSense 10, a popular CPAP machine, and this is the ResMed AirCurve 10, a popular BiPAP machine. And if you can't tell the difference from there, it's because the only physical difference between the two is this tiny little logo on the front. But it's the software inside that makes these two quite remarkably different. So, if you want to learn about the most popular BiPAP device on the market, then keep watching. Now, in addition to the physical machine being identical to the AirSense 10, the accessories and case that come with the AirCurve 10 are also the same. So too are the built-in comfort features and menu options. So if you want to know more about any of these things, then watch the review we've already done on the AirSense 10 by clicking the card above me or in the description below. Another difference between the machines is that the AirCurve costs a couple of $100 more. And that's because of the machine category and the software that's installed, which is where I'm going to set our focus today. The AirCurve 10 isn't a CPAP machine, it's a BiPAP machine. But ResMed don't use the term BiPAP, they call it a VPAP machine, but it's exactly the same thing. ResMed just like to confuse us. Now, with standard auto CPAPs, therapy is controlled by selecting a minimum and a maximum pressure that the algorithm can range between. But with a BiPAP machine, you can set the inhalation pressure and the exhalation pressure separately. On the AirCurve, there are two pressure levels, IPAP and EPAP. I is for inhalation and E is for, you guessed it, exhalation. You can set these separately so you get completely different air pressures when you breathe in, which is when you want to keep your airway open, from when you breathe out, which is when you want to avoid fighting against that pressure. Now, although the AirCurve V-Auto is an auto BiPAP, it also has an S mode option, which stands for spontaneous mode, but provides regular BiPAP therapy. So you can get the AirCurve whether you are prescribed a regular or an automatic BiPAP. In S mode, the air pressure will go up to the IPAP pressure level when you breathe in, and then drop to the EPAP pressure level as you breathe out. What is called the pressure support will be the difference between these values. Because the IPAP and EPAP levels determine the pressure support, you can't see or adjust the pressure support in the settings menu when in S mode. In auto mode though, things are a little different. An algorithm will monitor your pressure needs and automatically adjust the pressure on both the inhale and exhale accordingly. The IPAP level then becomes the maximum inhalation pressure the machine can go to, and the EPAP level becomes the minimum exhalation pressure the machine can go to. And a new setting, PS for pressure support, will appear in the settings menu. The PS level will then determine the difference between the inhalation and the exhalation pressure that the algorithm will use, and it will keep this fixed. Here's an example of how this works. Let's say you have an IPAP at 20 and EPAP at 4, and set the pressure support at 6. If the algorithm decides you need 16 pressure when you inhale, it will keep the pressure support fixed at 6 and so drop down to 16 minus 6, which is 10 on the exhale. If it then decides you don't need so much pressure and drops the inhale pressure to 10, the exhale pressure will drop to 10 minus 6, which is then 4. But the algorithm will never let the inhale pressure go above 20, nor the exhale pressure drop below 4. For those who have used a Philips DreamStation Auto BiPAP, you'll realize that the AirCurve works a bit differently to the DreamStation. The AirCurve keeps the pressure support fixed, whereas the DreamStation allows you to set a pressure support range for the algorithm to adjust within. Because these machines work differently with this, you'll need a different prescription from your doctor if you want to switch from the DreamStation to the AirCurve or vice versa. As well as the extra pressure options for BiPAP machines, whether you're in S or auto mode, there are a bunch of other settings that aren't on regular CPAPs. Easy breathe, time in, time max, rise time, trigger cycles, etc. These settings are all ways to control or automate the inhalation-exhalation pressure rhythm. Rather than go into all the details and differences, the main reason these are here is to prevent cycle breathing by encouraging your breathing pattern to remain even throughout the night by switching between the IPAP and EPAP levels in a consistent way. This is a particularly important feature for those suffering from COPD or obstructive lung disease. And that's it. You can use all the usual mask and tubing options with the AirCurve that you can with an AirSense machine. They are physically the same, remember? And yes, that includes nasal masks, so ignore the rumors that say you can't use them with BiPAPs. So to sum up, if you like the ResMed range and you want the extra control and comfort that comes with a BiPAP machine, we're sure you'll find the AirCurve to be a great device. It's the most popular BiPAP machine on the market, and there's a good reason for that. I hope you found this review of the ResMed AirCurve V Auto helpful, and until the next video friends, sleep tight. Bye for now.